Good evening. Our top story tonight centers on a significant milestone in the world of professional football as one of the game's most decorated figures nears an unprecedented scoring record. Lionel Messi is now just a single goal away from reaching the 900 career goal mark following his latest performance. For Inter Miami, the achievement comes after the Argentine international found the back of the net during a weekend fixture against DC United. This goal serves as a pivotal moment in a career that has spanned multiple decades and several of the most prominent leagues in the global game. At 38 years of age, the veteran forward continues to demonstrate the clinical finishing that has defined his professional tenure. His contribution on Saturday was instrumental for his club, as he provided the second goal of the match during the middle of the opening half. The goal was characterized by a deft finish, a hallmark of his technical style that has remained consistent since his arrival in Major League Soccer. As the sporting world watches closely, the focus now shifts to the upcoming schedule for Inter Miami, where the possibility of history being made remains the central narrative. This pursuit of 900 goals places Messi in an elite bracket of scorers, highlighting his longevity and consistent productivity for both club and country. The statistic underscores the ongoing impact of a player who has already secured 8 Ballon d'Or trophies. The narrative surrounding this milestone is not merely about a single game but represents the culmination of years of professional excellence across various continents and competitions. We will now examine the specific figures and the timeline that have brought the Inter Miami forward to the brink of this historic 900th goal. To understand the magnitude of this impending milestone, it is necessary to examine the specific distribution of goals that have brought Lionel Messi to 899 career strikes. Since his high-profile signing with Inter Miami in June 2023, the forward has maintained a prolific scoring rate within the North American League system. In the time since joining the Florida-based club, he has accounted for 80 goals, significantly bolstering the team's offensive capabilities. This recent chapter in his career follows a long and highly successful period in European football, where the vast majority of his scoring records were established. The most substantial portion of his career tally was recorded during his extensive tenure with FC Barcelona. While competing for the Catalan side, he amassed a total of 672 goals, a figure that remains a cornerstone of his professional legacy. Following his departure from Spain, the Argentine moved to Ligue 1 to join Paris Saint-Germain. During his stint in the French capital, he added another 32 goals to his overall count before making the transition to Major League Soccer. Beyond his club achievements, his performance on the international stage has been equally significant. Representing Argentina, the current 3-time world champions, Messi has scored 115 times. This international tally is a critical component of the 899 goals he currently holds. The goal scored against DC United this past Saturday was a precise finish that exemplified the skill set he has refined over 20 years of professional play. By scoring midway through the first half, he ensured that he would head into the next fixture with the eyes of the global football community fixed on his every move. The statistical consistency required to reach nearly 900 goals involves maintaining a high level of performance across various near future as the preparations continue for Inter Miami's next outing. The sporting world is analyzing the context of what a 900th goal would mean for the history of the sport. Lionel Messi is expected to reach this landmark in the coming days, with the next opportunity scheduled for March 11th. On that date, Inter Miami is set to face Nashville, a match that could serve as the backdrop for this historic achievement. Should he successfully find the net in that fixture, he will enter an incredibly exclusive group of players who have officially recorded 900 goals in professional competitions. Reaching this total would see him join his longtime contemporary and rival Cristiano Ronaldo in the record books. Ronaldo achieved his own 900th career goal in September 2024 during a match against Croatia. The parallel careers of these two athletes have defined a generation of football, and Messi's proximity to this specific figure highlights the enduring nature of their competitive excellence. The journey to this point has been marked by a transition from the European elite leagues to the growing stage of Major League Soccer. Yet the frequency of his scoring has remained a primary point of discussion. At 38, the physical demands of the game are significant. Yet the data shows that the Argentine has continued to find scoring opportunity, the technical proficiency that allows him to navigate modern defenses. It was a goal that required composure and accuracy, qualities that have been present since his debut in Barcelona. As the match against Nashville approaches, the focus remains strictly on the facts of his goal-scoring record. The distribution of these goals across Barcelona, Paris Saint-Germain, Inter Miami, and the Argentina National Team provides a comprehensive map of a career that has touched every major level of the sport. The anticipation for the March 11th fixture, is built upon the reality of these numbers and the statistical likelihood of a player of his caliber converting his next clear chance. In summary, the professional football landscape is currently witnessing a pursuit of historical proportions as Lionel Messi sits on the cusp of his 900th career goal, with 899 goals officially recorded. The focus is entirely on his next appearance for Inter Miami. His most recent contribution against DC United underscored his continued relevance and scoring touch, bringing his total for the Miami club to 80. Since his debut in the summer of 2023, when combined with his 672 goals for Barcelona, his 32 goals for Paris Saint-Germain, and his 115 goals for the Argentina National Team, the path to 900 is clearly defined. The upcoming match against Nashville on March 11th represents the next definitive step in this journey. If he reaches the landmark as many anticipate, he will join Cristiano Ronaldo as one of the only players to have documented 900 goals at the professional level. This milestone reflects a career defined by longevity, spanning his early days in Spain to his current captaincy in Miami and his leadership of the three-time world champion Argentina squad. At 38 years old, the veteran forward remains a central figure in the sport's statistical history. The goal on Saturday was more than just a contribution to a single win. It was a tactical and clinical finish that moved the needle toward a historic career total. As the date of March 11th approaches, the documentation of every strike becomes a matter of public record, tracking a career that has seen success in multiple countries and on the world's biggest stages. There is no doubt that the eyes of fans and historians alike will be on the pitch in Nashville to see if the final goal required for this milestone is achieved. We will continue to monitor the statistics and the official match reports as this story develops. That concludes our breakdown of the current scoring records for Lionel Messi as he prepares for his next professional appearance. Stay tuned for further updates on this and other developing stories from the world of professional sports. Good night.